Wholeness and good day, good way. Today is Saturday. Saturn's Day. By the way, not only are we in Mercury retrograde, but again, to tell you, you have to start looking bigger than these damn things. But people are caught on them, so they are still holding a large amount of relevance. So not only are we in Mercury retro, but we're also in Saturn retro. Damn, that did happen. Earlier this year, I told you that 2025 energetically for me feels just like 2018. 2018, that year, if you go back, if you're of age or if you're of enough awareness, 2018, that Saturn retro, that Saturn return year, that shit beat the hell out of a lot of us. It really did. There was so much shit falling out of the pot. I think a lot of us, especially readers, called it a tower card year because it was like everything was falling apart. But again, the perspective, my personal experience is it wasn't falling apart. It was allowing you to see what you were holding together. And I mean that in the sense of holding on to toxic cycles, holding on to toxic traits and things like that. So I say all that to say that in 2018, Saturn made a lot of people go through some shit. Hold this. Saturn made a lot of, it didn't make it. Saturn, that retrograde function, allowed people to see shit for what it was, and you can no longer run from it. The doctrine I was handing out at that time was let it go or get dragged. 2025 is in a sense doing the same thing. The problem and difference between 2018 and 2025 is all the external factors that people are allowing to become heavier than their internal warfare. If your external warfare and life is kicking your ass because this, that, and the other is going on, boy, TikTok be fucking with me. I just saw my whole screen jump, and I'll get back in that in a minute ago. But if everything that's going on around you is pressurizing you, but you already have internal shit you're supposed to be working on, that external pressure makes it hard to focus on that internal until you learn that, holy shit, the internal was the attractant for the external. Not only was it the attractant, it is the manifestation source. If I have a lot of shit going on within me internally, then externally everything seeks to get my energy. It's just like rubbing yourself in meat and then standing outside in a pit full of lions. You already made yourself look delectable. And it's not hard. I mean, it's not easy to just, say that, all right, I'm working on the things that's going on with me. I'm working on my triggers. I'm working on my traumas. I'm working on my health. I'm working on my mind frames. Wholeness. It's not easy to say I'm working on wholeness and then get out here and then everybody else only wants to play a part. So it does compound you. So during this Mercury retro, where communication, electronics, and travel and things like that have the tendency to go haywire, remember that Saturn component too, which in my workings, Saturn controls not only time, but that concept of karma. And I'm telling you, karma is not that, oh, you hit me, you gonna get yours. Karma is the balance in between the energetic experience. If you're in a bad relationship where one's here and one's there, that distance is karma. If you are in a government where that's there and you're down there, that distance is karma. It's not that that energy is going to be in favor of hurting one over the other. It is just being used improperly. So until both sides learn to use it differently, the energy stays the same. The one down there is going to quicker see results of change because this one right here is already at a higher vibration. But I'm not going to have that class. I'm just saying that y'all got to break that concept of thinking that karma, your ancestors, God, spirits, demons, whatever, is going to do something for you. It's really what you're doing to yourself. It's really just that simple. What you're doing for yourself or what you're not doing for yourself becomes the result of your fucking experience. 2025 is showing us that. It's a 9 year. It is how high vibrational are you? Just how high vibrational are you in a low vibrational field? Don't lie to me, lie to yourself. Because a lot of y'all tell yourselves that you are so high vibrating and I'm above and I'm beyond all that. But you ain't letting your life tell you tale. And at the end of the day, if your life ain't telling the tale that's coming out of your mouth, the tail that's coming out of your mouth is showing you to be an ass. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm a realist. I just see shit for what it is. And you got to go through it for what you allow it to become. So 2025 is performing like 2018. Saturn is doing what it do. The whole key and everything that I got through saying that you might not have caught, time. This is my energy. Time. This is my energy. What am I traveling in that has now got my intelligence and is mentally becoming my experience? If you looked up Hill's alphabet, my own personal alphabet, that's what that means. I'm traveling through thoughts that are now requiring me to intelligently try and decipher them, and now they're mentally becoming my experience. No coincidence. I was just watching some For You TikToks a little while ago or something, and it was like the gist of it is the stuff that you pay attention to becomes that which you manifest. If you keep watching certain things, think about it. If you keep watching death and violence, then your thoughts become more pervasive towards paying attention to death and violence. Something that society has done, especially to the melanated communities over the last 10 to 15 years prominently, is desensitizing us towards our own plight. So much to the point to where we don't even see an issue in how we act because we always see how we act. And we always see how we act, so we always act how we see. That lost some of you, and that's my point. That's my whole fucking point. So lost. But think that you're woke and aware. But let's see what's going on. 719. 719. The journey into the sun. The journey will show you the sun. What is the sun? The source of life. The journey will show you the source of everything that you're going through. The whole problem with that is the misnomer of thinking that you have to go through something to see what was there. Somebody posted that shit last night too. Is you got to go through the storms. You remember you have to go through the storms. I'm sorry, I live down here in South Carolina in a hurricane area. If the storm's coming, you best believe that I'm not dumb enough to know that I have to go through it. I have enough awareness to see that it's coming, and so I have to figure out how to avoid it, whether that's evacuation or hunkering down and preparing my home to make sure that it survives the hit. Not sit there and go through the storm, baby. And you can correlate that storm to the storms of your life that a lot of people, you got to go through something. See, life ain't going to always be easy. That might be a truth, but I damn sure I'm not expecting and projecting it for it to be hard. That's scarcity consciousness. And a lot of y'all are caught on that, telling yourself that you got to go through something, allowing yourself to go through something because it'll make a better you. No, it'll make a bitter you. You spelt that wrong. It'll make a bitter you because you've now been soured by the experience of karmic existence. Walk that one backwards. So 719, the journey will show me the sun, but if I don't know who I am, the sun might be me. Hi, it's going to be 109 degrees here in Charleston today. It's going to be 109 with the heat index. If I get out there and I'm unprepared for that heat and it's hurting me, I might have been hurting myself. You understand that? The sun didn't do this to you. You did it to yourself. Other people in your life that burnt you on some level didn't do it to you. In most occasions, you did it to yourself. You didn't have enough awareness. You didn't have enough accountability. You didn't have enough responsibility to see shit for what it was. And you lied to yourself about what you needed it to be. Hi, 2025 is showing y'all that. People are lying to themselves about what they want things to be. That even when it's showing you dead in your face that ain't what it is, you still won't get off the fucking ship. You still won't get off the ship. So 7, the journey. 19, the sun card, will become 26. In my number system, that's empathy. 26 will become 8. In my number system, not only is it struggle or the strength card, it is the struggle with the thoughts in your head. Remember, I'm telling you, this is all taking place in your head. So 7, the journey, aka in my number system, how I see myself without conditions. Remember, I told you the last card was going to be an 8. The last shall be the first. Remember, I just told you the analogy of going through a journey to find out the sun. And then when I got to the sun, I realized the sun was me. Here we go already. I'm going on a journey to achieve getting out of the struggle. But remember, I just got through telling you the struggle was within. You can't go on a journey within to get rid of the struggle. That's struggling within the struggle to try and get rid of the struggle. It's a replication event. I have to sit still and figure out what the struggle was and why. Ain't no fight. Again, I say this a lot. Ain't no me versus me. Ain't no tower card moment of I got to get rid of shit. I got to figure out why I keep hiring shit in the first place. But that's hard for some of y'all to comprehend because that's not what you taught. And you keep trying to use what you've been taught as how to learn something different when you're only replicating the same. So the journey will show you the struggle that you're about to go through. Why? Because it's going to show you the sun. The sun does what? Give life. The sun does what? Causes death. The sun will kill you. The sun will kill you. You're your own devil. This is the 19. This is the devil card. It is the difference between the man and the dragon. One that thinks he knows and the other one that knows for real. The whole problem is both of them are harmful. It's a 15. 1 and 5, the potential of what's moving me. Remember, the journey towards the sun was because I thought the sun had the answers, or I thought the sun had the healing. The whole problem with that externalization journey right there, 719, is I'm seeking healing from somewhere else, which means I've already allowed myself to stay in harm. Resonance only. You're seeking healing through or for something else or from something else, which means you've already allowed yourself to stay in harm because now somebody else is going to give you a doctrine on how to heal you. And holy sheep shit, my goddesses, how's that worked out for you? Especially in the American medical system. You don't went to these doctors, which are predominantly dominated by white male who have no full understanding of let alone the woman's body, but definitely a melanated woman's body, and trying to tell you how to heal you. Oh, don't worry about it. That's normal for your chart. Huh? Shh. Resonance only, motherfuckers. So you sitting here on a journey of trying to figure out what's harming you, but you journeying into a system that's designed to harm you means you're only harming yourself. Why? You're connected to it. 7 plus 19, that 26. I told you it's empathy. I'm connected to my trauma. What's the trauma? Of paying attention into everything that I've already been exposed to and thinking that everything I've already been exposed to is for my benefit. It's big business in keeping you sick, and it's even bigger business keeping you from thinking that you need to heal. Or keeping you in a mindset of thinking that you need to heal is what I mean to say. It is big business keeping you sick, but it's a bigger business making you think that you have to heal. So the 26, your empathy field, where you are energetically moved into a path because you're trying to find out who you are. The worst thing you could do is find out who you are from the same system that wouldn't let you be what you already are. You're the leak. 14. This is Obanani. This is the temperance card. You are too patient in a system that already potentially has you trapped. It already has you trapped. Why? Because it already knows what to tell you, how to tell you, where to tell you, and when to tell you on what will work for you when ain't none of it ever proved to be true. So now the worst thing that you could do with that when you get into that level of empathy is that empathy becomes apathy. Is I keep trying to connect to the system to try and find a better way to be me, but it ain't never worked for me, so I'm going to go against it. That, again, the words you heard me say at the beginning, replication. The whole problem is the system only wants you to pay attention to it, whether you are in favor of it or against it. But in either event, never was it allowing you to be for you. Somebody got that. Everything around here wants you to pay attention to it, whether it is in the form of a fucking distraction or an attraction, because it is only designed to keep you giving all of your waters to it and never any for yourself. So, what was that? The Lotus Cakes of Forgetfulness, for my Percy and the Lightning Thief people who've seen that movie. I don't know about the remake, but the original one that had Brandon T. Jackson and I don't know the little dude name in it. But that one right there where they were caught up in Las Vegas and they were feeding them Lotus Cakes and it was showing them everything that they wanted to see. So much to where they forgot their mission. Because why? They were having either too good of a time or starting to have a bad time. But in either event, they were only paying attention to what was in front of them and forgot what they was there to do in the first place. Side note, this is not that symptomatic function that a lot of us went through called awakening, to where now you think you here to heal the planet and I have to save the planet and I'm here to wake up everybody else. A lot of people went through that. But again, from my perspective and experience, that is nothing but another program function of the system designed to protect itself by developing protagonists that think that it is of such a level to where it can harm them. You wake up and now you thinking your job is to get everybody else woke so that they can start paying attention to dismantling the system. And it's like, holy shit, you dismantle the system by disarming yourself. You get it? A good old classic movie. There's a bomb in the building, but the person running out because he wants you to chase them, so the bomb goes off. No, wait a minute. He's running away, and I know his MO. That motherfucker's going to try and harm mass casualties. So instead of chasing that person that's a distraction, I figure out where the source of the harm was. The bomb's in here. I'm trying to find out the source of harm, but I become more patient for everything I've allowed to manifest around me that only showed me harm, that I forgot that I was harming myself. Shh. Let your life tell your tale. So 7, 19, 26 takes you right back to this 8. Wholeness. So this takes you right back to that 8. Remember, the 7 was the 8. So what's the 8? The 8 was the struggle. The struggle is reality. The struggle is you've already gave all your potential in search of that 8. La Luna, the moon, emotions. You are moving emotionally on a journey towards what you think that can help or harm you when you forgot that you are already the source of everything. Your energetic subscription to what you are allowing yourself to go through, your energetic subscription to what you are trying to stay out of, your energetic subscription to just what you perceive yourself to be based off of what you've been allowed to become. That's the whole problem. Last thing I'll say is, if you are of such a mindset to where you think there are multiple realities, you ain't been paying attention to the illusion. Within an illusion, everything can pretend to be real. Within a reality, there can be no illusion. And in the minute y'all motherfuckers figure that out, some of your personal shit might change, and then you will stop personally giving your shit into everything designed to change us all. But I digress. Wholeness.